Welcome back to 307 Reacts. Today, we have a guest joining us.
Look at this guy.
This is my buddy Logan Crow. We used to play in a band together. We've done tons of car stuff together, been best friends for a very long time. And so I thought I'd invite him on the little show here and, just kind of get his input on some of the songs, and we're going to rock it out.
We could make this one episode 10, so it's like a kind of milestone thing or whatever.
Yeah.
Episode 10, everybody. Welcome
Episode
to it.
10.
We have a video by our good guy, Adam Calhoun. He's back again.
That's right.
And this was actually suggested by Logan, right? He picked it from the list? Or
No.
did you pick it for Logan for the list?
I picked it for the list because I saw he dropped it a day ago.
Oh, this is
And
brand new.
I have been... Adam Calhoun's my boy. Anytime they drop something, I gotta watch it.
Okay.
And I'm like,
Before it gets taken down.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so we are going to get into this. This song is called Hate Yourself. It came out yesterday?
Came out yesterday, I believe.
Awesome.
Yesterday or the day before. It's
Okay.
very new.
And just for everyone, just for the record here before we get started, Logan's opinion about this kind of music is kind of the same as mine. So he's just not familiar with it, and this is kind of new stuff. But you know who Adam Calhoun is, though, right?
Yeah. I
Okay.
mean, I've seen the Facebook rant videos, so.
Gotcha. Okay.
We should react to some of his rant videos. They're pretty funny.
That wouldn't be too bad. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. All right, here we go.
All right, let's
And
get
we're
it.
off.
Still writing with a pen, made in America shit. Corinthians 16:13. Be on the alert, stand firm in the faith, act like men, be strong. Hate yourself, be afraid what they
Is that an
say.
actual-
It's a damn shame and I'm
Oh, yeah, you're going to have to do far reaches today.
I think that's like a newer translation of the original, like,
Is it?
King James Version Bible verse, yeah.
Okay,
That's
okay.
why it doesn't sound so Bible-y.
Yeah, I was like, is that? I've
NIV, New International Version.
Yeah.
It's just like
Because I think the
more
original is
modern
like
English.
stand steadfast and
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
Just
I-
older English.
I'm lost on Bible verses and stuff. I went to Sunday school back as a kid, but it's been a long time. So, all right.
yeah. By the way, I do like how he, in the beginning, he's like, well, I still write with a pen. Like, I'm very traditional. I do things the old way. I'm old school,
Yeah.
which I like that about Adam Calhoun because most people write everything on their phone, whatever, which is like not a big deal. Like, whatever gets the job done.
You guys saw me throw the notepad over there. I'm still on pen and paper too.
Right. But I think there's something real about, writing something down on paper, and you can see, like, especially when I write my own songs, I can tell, like, when I have a good idea when I write it.
Yeah.
Because my handwriting is horrible.
Right,
I'm
and
writing
you just need to
fast
get it
as-
written down. Yeah,
Just-
I've also heard too that writing things down helps you remember them like
Mm-hmm.
a lot better, rather than either typing them out. Even like actually physically writing it down helps you to remember whatever it is
Yeah,
later
yeah.
on. So
For sure.
onward we go.
Hate yourself, be afraid what they say. It's a damn shame, and I miss the old days. Hate your own skin tone, sorry for your race. I don't think they know what's about to take place. Hate yourself, be afraid what they say. It's a damn shame, and I miss the old days. Hate your own skin tone, sorry for your race. I don't think they know what's about to take place. The whole damn world.
His shirt keeps changing from American to Bastards. Did
Yeah.
you guys notice that?
That's his own clothing line.
Is it called American Bastards?
No, Goon Squad
Oh,
is
okay.
his, but he has...
These are two of his shirts.
Yeah, two of his. He wears most of his merch. His hat is one of the original Goon Squad hats. Is like one of the first hats he ever released.
I got you.
He actually has a commercial on YouTube for his clothing brand.
Really?
Dude, so funny. Like, the commercial's fantastic. But talking about the chorus, he goes, it's sad that, like, everybody's afraid of their own skin tone, basically saying, like, people feel bad for being white because
Right.
of everything that's going on. And, he's just, it's a damn shame. He's like, he goes, I miss the old days. Which, I mean, people could go, oh, well, the old days, black people were slaves and whatever, which, I mean, wasn't right. But, like, what he's talking about is the old days where, you had, people of color and people who were white, and they would just come together, and their common goal was to work for the community and make sure that they were watching out for their neighbor and all of that.
Not the old days and the ways of slavery. The old days and the ways of working together and getting things done.
More like before media pitched all of us against each other.
Yeah.
More like the issues you see are the issues around you. And I think most people feel the same way, that when it's around you, there's like little racism.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely,
Like,
absolutely.
Most people, when they go throughout their day, don't realize skin color.
And it makes sense because these guys are, from what I've learned over watching these videos, these guys are all about, like the kind of, sticking it to the media companies and stuff like that. So it totally makes sense, actually. That's a good point. So
yeah, the like the whole thing where, especially where it's like your small community and what's around you, like he was saying, a lot of those issues can be solved by a simple sit down and talk about it.
Yeah.
Whereas like stuff that's on the media, you can't talk with the media about an issue.
Well,
the media just tells you what they think it is.
Yeah, they shove so much shit just right in your face, man. So, and it's hard to decipher all of it because it comes at such a fast pace that they jump from one subject to another in no time flat. So, yeah,
the thing that kills me is like something will happen and they have to cover it immediately. And it's like, well, you don't know all the facts.
And that's
like,
just
they're
it.
Still
You
investigating.
don't have all the
like,
info yet.
Yeah.
Like that just happened like 30 seconds ago, and you already have this breaking news story. How?
Yeah.
What?
And it encourages people to form opinions on things that they really have no business forming opinions on
Yeah.
because
Exactly.
they weren't there.
Yep.
Far
They
misguided.
didn't see all of it.
Yep.
And the thing is, I've heard the saying, believe half of what you see and none of what you hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
But the thing is, not a lot of people think about that nowadays. They just eat all the media.
They don't get a
stuff.
chance to think about it because
Exactly.
of how much shit is constantly being
Precisely.
slung around and thrown into fans, right?
Absolutely.
Let's move forward. Here we go.
Get into
For
the
your
verse.
race, I don't think they know what's about to take place. The whole damn world burning, people so offended. I'm just glad to have a front row seat to the ending. Why they burn my flag
Damn.
for? Why nobody stand for? Running into one of you, the only thing I plan for. How's it feel this day and age to be afraid to say shit? God forbid you say that's gay, be labeled on some hate shit. Today's kids ain't shit, they taught that they racist. And black lives matter more than yours, just face it. I'ma up this Glock and start dumping. What you gonna do? Call the cops? Didn't you defund them? Only thing
my
you do
God,
is
okay.
run them out, start running.
Dude, he's okay. All right. Okay. He's here.
Dude, okay. He's calling like so many different people and like things out, right? He's talking about kids who say something just get labeled racist.
Yeah.
He's like, if you have an opinion on something, you're racist.
Immediately.
Like, and
Especially if you're-
unfortunately, that's the way it is.
Yeah. Especially nowadays. Like, especially if you're a part of everything that's going on now, man. You get called out immediately.
Immediately.
That's amazing. Call the police. No, didn't you defund them?
Yeah, like he go and the one. What was the one line he just said? Something about. I only train. Let's go back and listen to that again.
Okay, let's listen. Because he said a lot of shit. Let's go back
Yeah.
one more even. Okay, back here.
Hate shit. Today's kids ain't shit. They taught that they racist. And black lives matter more than yours. Just face it. I'ma up this Glock and start dumping. What you gonna do? Call the cops? Didn't you defund them?
Pause it there. It was
Okay.
It was just before that whole section. He was talking about. Basically, he said something about this on his Instagram too. He was like, I don't train, like, he trains with real MMA fighters, like, legit motherfuckers, walk around with black eyes and shit. He's like, sometimes they win, sometimes
He's not
they
a small
lose.
dude. That makes sense.
And he was like, I train for a fight, and he goes, I walk around town with no security. Like, I only have a security team when I do my shows. But he was basically saying, like, the only reason I train is if someone comes and tests me.
Sure.
They go, oh, you're this, you're that, whatever. Like, we're going to throw hands. He's like, I train just for that purpose.
That's funny that you mentioned that. I don't know if you guys are fans of Joe Rogan or not. But
Oh, yeah.
love me some JRE. But he has the same kind of philosophy. He's like, yeah, I'm trained in jiu-jitsu, but like I don't use it for anything other than defense. It's defense training where like if someone wants to come up and start shit, well, like,
They about to learn today.
all right, get ready, dude,
Have you seen the
because
size of that guy's arms?
Dude,
It's terrifying.
his
Oh,
whole
yeah.
body, man.
He's got more muscle on the back of his head than I have in my legs, bro.
right, dude. It's insane, man. And like when you do see him with his shirt off, you're like, holy shit.
And
Yeah.
like 40s.
Oh, I think he's pushing
getting close to
50.
50,
Yeah, I
yeah.
think he's pushing 50 now, dude. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
50-year-old that whooped my ass.
Dude, it wouldn't even give him a second look, man. Like, oh,
Yeah.
that guy's yelling. Everybody just look away. Just
Yeah.
everyone look away and look down. Just shut up.
You
Just
want to
everyone-
get suplexed by someone old enough to be your dad? That's how you get suplexed.
You want to get your back broken over a bar table? It'll happen in 1 second, dude.
Right.
All right, onward we go. Here we go.
I can start dumping. What you gonna do? Call the cops?
Didn't you defund them?
Only thing you do is run your mouth, start running. From my point of view, the whole country's crumbling. Hate yourself, be afraid what they say. It's a damn shame, and I miss the old days. Hate your own skin tone, sorry for your race. I don't think they know what's about to take place. Hate yourself, be afraid what they say. It's a damn shame, man, I miss the old days. Hate your own skin tone, sorry for your race. I don't think they know what's about to take place.
I don't think they know what's about to take place. Do you think he's referencing like race wars essentially, and
I think-
the media?
I think you could take it a couple different ways. So number one, he goes, I don't think the media really realizes what they're doing, which at the same time
They do.
They do.
They totally do.
But he goes, I don't think I think the other part that plays into it is he goes, I don't think they realize what's really going to happen when the real people stand up, when the real motherfuckers get out there and, you know, shit starts going down. He
Yeah.
goes, they have no idea what they're up against.
Yeah.
And they don't know what's coming.
Yeah, and that's that's kind of what I was wondering. Like, I mean, obviously the protests and the riots and stuff that are going on already. Like, I don't see that getting much better over the next however many years. Even not even just the next 4 years or 8 years, whatever it is. So like, unless major change happens, right?
It's either going to get worse or it's going to get better.
That's just
Like,
it. It's going to go one way or the other, and it's unfortunate that, and I think that's kind of the main point he's getting at. It's unfortunate that the media has such a heavy influence on that, right?
I think it definitely comes down to whether or not people take off the glasses the media wants them to wear and come
Yeah.
together versus allowing things to divide them. Because everyone knows we're all stronger together.
Yeah.
And, like, don't get me wrong, there are some racist people out there.
Oh man, we live in Wyoming, dude. They are scattered about,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
But there's also some people that if they see it happen, you best believe they're standing up too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, and it doesn't. I wouldn't even put a color of skin on anyone that would stand up for other people here.
Yeah,
Like, it's a matter of coming together, and I think that's the deciding factor is coming together or allowing ourselves to be divided.
And I think you find that in most cases when it comes down to ethics and morality, like race doesn't play a part in any of that.
No.
Like, you see someone struggling with something, your moral is to help them with what they're doing. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, and,
what they
and
look
I think
like,
a lot
man.
of it comes down to is like it, at least for me, like I don't give a shit if you're purple.
That's
Like,
the same way I am.
The thing is though, is it's based on your actions and how you live your life. If you're a piece of shit, I'm not gonna help you.
Yep.
It's not because you're white. It's not because it's because you're a piece of shit.
Because of
like,
the things you've
that's-
done leading up to the point where we're at right now. Like, well, yeah, I mean, if you made
Like,
the wrong
sorry,
choices,
bro, you like played your cards. You have to finish the hand.
yeah, you fucked
Like,
up, dude. It happens. All right, onward.
Yep.
Onward we go.
Whole damn world burning, people so offended. I'm just glad I got a bunch of guns so I could go defend it. I'll
Hell yeah.
smack you on my own, I don't need a co-defendant. What you do without that phone? Your soul's codependent. How you feel this day and age raised to be afraid? It's crazy how they get paid to change the things you say. Hey kids, stay in, don't be out playing. Gotta wear a mask, don't ask, the whole world's dangerous. They don't care
Yeah,
about us,
yeah.
rather have division. Put them in the system, lock them prison. Better pray to your religion. I just pray we go back to the old ways, made in the USA, home of the brave.
So, I like the thing that he said there about kids not being able to go outside. You have to stay inside now, man. You can't go outside. You can't
too
go.
dangerous.
You can't go play. It's too dangerous. Not only could you get abducted, now there's people fucking rioting in the streets. You could get a brick could just come sailing across the road at you at any moment. Crazy.
And here's one thing that I've heard, and the older I get, the more I kind of realize that a lot of people fantasize about the old days and like, oh, you used to be able to go out and play outside and blah blah blah. Here's the thing: there's always been rapists, there's always been murderers, there's always been child abductors. Like, that has never changed.
Yeah.
What has changed is our opinion of the world based on what the media tells us.
Yeah.
Because the media doesn't come on. You turn on Fox News or CNN and they don't tell you that this orphanage that was about to go under, and there was going to be thousands of kids, lost to the system. Somebody donated a whole bunch of money.
Oh, no,
and
of course
they were
not.
able to save them. They don't want to report that. They want to talk about, there was a guy who got shot by a cop unjustified.
Fear mongering.
Everybody's out to kill you, and this kid got abducted, and this happened, and
Yep.
somebody died here, and they just fill you with negative. Like the Tom McDonald song that we reacted to earlier, where he's like, it's a vicious cycle of trying to keep you depressed, and you end up going wasting your life in the rest of the community, whether that be the club or, you spend your money on Xanax and drugs and all this other stuff, which creates more problems for them to then cover.
Sure.
It's a constant money cycle, and they're just draining us on depression, and the world has always been the same.
Yeah.
And it'll always be the same.
But
our view has
You learn
changed.
that watching news channel, any news outlet. You never turn on a news channel and see a happy story.
No.
Or if there is a happy story, it's never the first story.
No.
The first story they come on with, hi, welcome to CNN, hi, welcome to Fox News, hi, welcome to whatever the hell news channel you want to call out. It doesn't matter. They always come on with this horribleness happened, and then this horribleness
This
happened,
many
and then
people
this
died in this place.
this cute little thing happened over here, but then this horrible thing happened, and this horrible, it's always all about fear mongering and like disastrous headlines.
It's like 5 seconds of positivity, and then
It is
the
neutral
rest
at
of-
best.
And it's going to be sunny in Washington tomorrow. And anyway, so 38 people are dead in a terrorist whatever the hell. Yeah, ridiculous. All right, we got about 30 seconds left of this one. Let's
get it.
finish it out, boys. 31 seconds, so hang on.
Hate yourself, be afraid.
Okay, now we have 29 seconds left, so we can just watch the rest of it.
What they say, it's a damn shame, and I miss the old days. Hate your own skin tone, sorry for your race. I don't think they know what's about to take place. Hate yourself, be afraid. What they say, it's a damn shame, man. I miss the old days. Hate your own skin tone, sorry for your race. I don't think they know what's about to take place.
I was wondering if he was going to put up a new flag on the wall. I
Yeah.
kept looking at that. All right, there it is. Adam Calhoun's new video, Hate Yourself. Holy shit. It came out January 28th, and it has 200,000 views almost.
Oh, yeah.
Way to go, Mr. Calhoun.
2 days ago.
2 days ago. 2 days. 188,000 views.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Maybe someday. And it looks like it was produced by, I can't read that, Canvas?
I believe
Canvas?
that's the
Kevin Voss.
Kevin Voss.
I believe that's the guy who does his
I don't
filming.
know. I'm guessing.
Okay.
bro.
No, I mean, yeah.
He does do vlogs. Like this song is part of his new album he just released. He's done a vlog where every day he goes to the studio and he kind of walks you through how the studio process goes and how he writes.
Oh, that's cool.
And the cool thing I like about Adam is he goes in the studio with nothing written. He writ the whole album in studio.
I think we talked about that
And-
after the last video you were telling me about
Yeah,
that.
he sits there and basically the only thing that he does before he goes is he tells the producer,
Make me a beat,
make
right?
me some beats. He goes,
Yeah.
I'm going to sit here and listen to them. And then I go, okay, I like that one. He goes, he just sits there and plays it on repeat, and I sit and write
So it's really what's on his mind.
on his mind.
Which
at
is
the
why
time.
this stuff, it's so controversial because you have people on such extremes.
It is. It is.
But you have people in the middle that, like, maybe I don't agree with everything Adam Calhoun believes, right?
Right. Sure.
But that's totally fine. That
Yeah.
is the basis of growth as a society.
Right.
And, like, but what is important is to listen with your ears.
Yeah, exactly.
And your brain, and
Listen,
think
people, valuable
about
lessons.
What he's saying, and like what you can apply it to yourself as. And I know a lot of people that see his face and write it off.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm not the biggest fan of Adam Calhoun. But
Hey, you're not alone, and it comes full circle in what you were just saying. Like, clearly, if you guys haven't figured it out yet, I'm a little bit on one side of the spectrum, and Chris is a little bit on the other side of the spectrum. Whichever spectrum you want to use is up to you.
Right.
But we can sit here in a room together and watch videos that are controversial to either one of us,
It sparks a conversation.
and we just talk about it. It's not like we're in here to fight each other. We just want to, I'm just here to react to some videos. see
And
what's
you
going
know,
on.
the big thing about conversation is like people will have conversation. They're down to, like, everybody's down to have a conversation.
Yeah.
But it's how you take that conversation. So there's people like my buddy Sam, right? My buddy Sam is just far left, like almost just straight up radical,
Yeah.
right? which I don't agree with like 90% of anything that he thinks. But here's the thing. We're able to sit there and have a conversation, and he's respectful, and he listens, and he goes, you know what? I understand why you would think that. I don't think that way, but at least I understand you.
At least, yeah,
and,
you can
know,
explain
it
it to
never
each
gets
other.
heated. Nobody's ever yelling. And, I listen to him, and I go, you know what? I understand why you would feel that way. And personally, I don't agree, but I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
And an understanding brings you so much closer as friends in a society. And that's why I think artists like Adam Calhoun, Tom McDonald, Upchurch, all these other guys are important because it sparks a conversation. But you have to be willing to at least understand and agree to disagree if that's the case.
Well, and that whole dynamic lies within the group of dudes that we watch. Look at Tom McDonald and look at Struggle Jennings.
Yeah.
Clearly not the same person.
Very different
Clearly. And they even rap about kind of different views on things, right? But the common goal at the end is basically the same thing. The music industry sucks. Do your own thing. Fuck what anybody else says.
Yeah.
Right?
And don't be a piece of shit.
Boom, there it is. That should probably be like an overlying everything,
Yeah.
right? Just don't be a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And with that, if you guys enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, become part of the notification gang. Oh yeah, Logan was in on it. And please let us know what we should react to next. This was Adam Calhoun's new video, and so we just decided to give it a go because it popped up on our YouTube. And but we love to hear what you guys have to say and love to see what you guys want us to watch next. So give it a like,
Absolutely.
subscribe, and we will see you on the next one.